Hello, have you recently inherited a property or are you currently a personal representative in a probate case? This is a video you want to watch. My name is Carolynn Castillo. I am the owner and the founder of Probate Property Angels, where we make selling inherited properties less stressful and more profitable. Today's video, we're going to dive into the 5 top reasons why you should sell this property as soon as possible. Now, when you inherit a property or you become the personal representative of a property, this is a huge new responsibility that you have. So before you inherited this house or before you became personal representative, you had your whole life, you had, your job, your own home, your kids, your family, everything like that. In some cases, when you inherit a house or you, become the personal representative, you're not even in the same city, you're not in the same state. So it's a big responsibility on your shoulders that you now have to, be thinking about, be worrying about, be organizing. It's just one more thing that's on your to-do list. So one of the top reasons is just the overall responsibility that now you have basically inherited. Now, this inheritance is going to be a blessing for you at the end when you're able to sell the property and, capitalize on, that money for, your kids' college or for everyday expenses or for you to go buy a house. But it is nonetheless a big responsibility that now you have to constantly have on your mind of a house that you have to maintain. Now, a second reason why you should sell the house as soon as possible is the time and energy it is going to require for you to keep the property. So what I mean by time and energy is we just discussed about the responsibility, just the overall wherewithal of having a property that you have to think about, but it's the time and energy. So when you inherit a home, a home has maintenance, so it needs to, you need to organize to have someone cut the grass, and you need to have someone pick up the mail, and you have to, check in on the house, and you have to, just the time and energy that you're going to spend over at that property, as well as, clearing the property out, taking out all the personal belongings. Like when you inherit a home, it's basically like you're, selling a property, like when you move, like you're moving, you got to pack, you got to donate, you got to organize, you got to clean up, it's a lot of time and energy involved when you inherit a house or you become a personal representative of a house. A third huge reason of why you should sell the house as soon as possible is the money, okay? So when you inherit a property, 9 times out of 10, the property is going to have a mortgage on it. Every single month that goes by, the bill is going to get higher and higher. The mortgage payments, even if you're not paying them, the bill is going to get higher at the payoff, okay? You also have taxes. You have insurance. You have the electric bill. You have the water bill, okay? All of these things are now going to cost you, the personal representative, money, or you inherited the house, it's going to cost you money. So the longer that you hold on to the property, the more you're going to actually spend on maintaining that property. So the money that, if you hold on to it for 6 months, think about it, 6 months of you holding on to it, that can equate to, $10,000, give or take, okay? Not including the time, the energy, and just the overall, thought of having to, I have that house in Florida, or, I got to go over to, that house. I got to check in on that house. It's just something that becomes almost like a burden. It's a blessing because your family is going to be able to get an inheritance and get, monies to go ahead and prosper your family. But it is also, time, energy you have to spend. It is also a responsibility that you have on your mind. And it's also costing you money to keep that house. Every month, every day that you keep that house, it's costing you more money. And then another big reason of why you want to sell the property as soon as possible is criminals, okay? So a lot of people don't realize this, but when a property, when someone passes away or when a house goes into probate, it's public information. And unfortunately, people take advantage or they capitalize on these moments, okay? And so we have seen many homes that have been vandalized, that have had squatters move in. You know, if you're out of the state of Florida or you're even out of the city, I mean, guys, this can happen right in your own backyard. And when we have houses where squatters have moved in and squatters are in the house and they're stealing stuff from the house, I say to the neighbors, like, hey guys, because the neighbors are normally like, yeah, don't worry, we're looking after the house, we're keeping an eye. I'll say, guys, what happened here? I was like, you're supposed to be looking after the house. They're like, we haven't seen anything, you know? So, you know, it does happen, even with the best neighbor and even with you living not even far from the house, it can happen. They come in the night, they sleep for the night, they start rummaging through all the stuff, they're stealing the stuff. Quick little story, I had a case where we had a squatter that was going in there and they actually found the title of the vehicle that was parked outside and the keys, and they actually stole the vehicle with the title and registered it into somebody's name. Can you believe? This actually happened, and this was a home that went through probate, and the family that was in charge was in Maryland, and the neighbors were supposed to be looking after the house, but, you know, this happened, you know? So these things happen. So criminal activities is a big thing. And then the fifth thing is deferred maintenance. So I've been on cases where the family is like, yes, we're going to sell, but, you know, they're not doing it fast enough. They're, you know, the attorney's telling them XYZ, this is that, you know, they haven't quite like pulled the trigger and closed on the deal. And in that process, guess what happened? Air conditionings break, septic tanks back up, washer machine stopped working, you know, different things happen. The HOA decides there's going to be an assessment, right? So the more time that you have in holding on to that property, you're still responsible for it. So if you have a septic tank that now is overflown, it's backing up all into the house, what's going to happen? One, you either have to invest the money to go ahead and get all that cleaned up and fix the septic tank, or when you go to sell the property and you don't fix the issue, you're going to end up selling at a discount because now that property has a major issue. So there's a lot of big reasons why the family should sell the property as soon as possible. Now, I know a lot of times if you've inherited the home, that means that the house is already in your name. So you can sell it as right now, you know. Sometimes houses that are in probate, there's reasons why you have to wait until like after the 90-day creditor period. But most of the times we're able to work with the attorneys and in the probate cases, and they give they do a petition to the judge that says the order to sell the homesteaded property before the probate is finalized. And we always encourage our clients to do that. Here at Probate Property Angels, we manage the entire process for you. So when we work with your family, we are keeping after the house. We're making sure that the home is secured. We're making sure that there's no squatters. And we want to help you get absolute top dollar for your house on the sales side, but also the quickness about doing it has so much benefit, right? Like we just discussed, the bills that have to be paid, the responsibility that there is, the opportunity for criminals to get involved with the property, and then any type of maintenance issues or anything that could possibly go wrong with the house. I mean, I've been on cases where there's been a water leak and water's going everywhere. That is going to cost you money, or it's going to cost you a lesser sales price when you go to sell it. So here at Probate Property Angels, we want to partner with your family and give you the information of how quick can I sell a house if I inherited it, or if it's in the probate process, how fast can I sell it? So we would like to offer you a free consultation below. Go ahead and click the link, book a time that's convenient for you so that we can find out what's going on with the house, what's going on with the family, how we can partner with you to help you to get this property sold as soon as possible, to alleviate the burden, alleviate the stress, and make it more profitable for your family. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this helped you, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.